Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here is the part 2 of the review. I was gonna do 3, but I'm not gonna do 3. I feel like I can sum pretty much everything up in this one video. First off, I want to say that in my last video, I didn't recommend this. I wasn't saying that I didn't recommend all of the products, meaning in my lock video. I specifically stated that I do not recommend this, and I will tell you why when we get to the part to talk about this particular product. So what made me order this had absolutely nothing to do with the fact that it is Beyonce. My son contacted me and he asked me if I knew about the hair care line, and I told him that I did. And he asked me if I was going to do a review on it, and I told him no. And he was like, why? Like, it's Beyonce. And I'm not saying that I don't like her music. Matter of fact, I tried my best not to like Cowboy Carter, and I actually really like a lot of the songs on there. I wasn't thinking about trying it at all until he planted the seed. So then it made me get online and I started looking up the product line, and I was so impressed. I was impressed by the fact that they started out with the foundational products that make people's hair healthy. I was impressed by the fact that it was for all types and textures, because if anybody knows that natural hair, as far as how it needs to be cared for, is no different from somebody with straight hair and with skin that doesn't look like yours. When we're talking about healthy hair, we have to take the emotional part about it, which is the 4A, 4B, 4C and all that. We got to take all that out, and we have to focus on what does healthy hair look like. And if I see someone who has healthy hair, visually healthy hair, I don't care what race they are, I can benefit just by asking them, what do they use? What do they do? Because healthy hair is healthy hair. So we have to take the well, it don't look like mine out of it. So I was impressed with the fact that it's salon quality. So what makes this a salon quality product? All salon quality products are gonna have the foundational shampoos and conditioners. One for moisture, one for strength. They may have a mask or something that might be a little bit heavier and more intense when it comes to the line. And they're going to have something that is used to maybe make comb out easier afterwards. But these are all going to be part of their staple line. So strength and moisture. There are a lot of product lines out there that claim to gear towards natural hair, and they have tons of different shampoos. They have the rice water and kelp. And I mean, they have all these different combinations, and y'all, they're all trash. They're BS. Like, there's one company, I'm not gonna say the name, but it rhymes with K-Loister, and the shampoos and conditioners are trash, at least in my opinion. So, and they're not salon quality. So I was impressed by the fact that she had every single product that a good salon quality line is going to have as their foundation. I'm sure she can add to this, but the foundation definitely got it right. So I was impressed before I even got the products. Now, on to the products. I purchased the Super Fan Bundle. It was $265. It came with the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub, the hydrating shampoo, the moisturizing deep conditioner, the reconstructing treatment, the moisture sealant lotion, the nourishing hair oil, and a 2-step protein treatment. So we're gonna start off with the clarifying shampoo and scalp scrub. So in my last video where I showed myself using it on my hair, I explained how it felt and everything, but I didn't really say whether I recommended it or not because I was waiting for this video. And yes, I do. It got my hair super clean, squeaky clean. I want to add to the fact again, there's nothing wrong with getting your hair squeaky clean as long as the conditioner that you're following up with is a salon quality conditioner that is going to address your hair needs, whether it be strength, whether it be moisture, or the combination of both. Back to the clarifying shampoo. So what I liked about it was the cleanliness. I did shampoo my hair twice, and again, it got it squeaky clean. What I didn't like is this little itty bitty spout, especially on my hair. Now, I did use it on a client, and the client didn't have bra strap length locks like I did. So the fact that this little itty bitty spout that you gotta, this is a really thick concentrated shampoo, and it was kind of hard to get out. But the fact that it was thick and concentrated was a good thing, because it kind of surprised me. I was trying to get it out, and only like less than a dime size ended up getting into my hand, and I was like, forget it, let me just rub my hands together and put it in the client's hair, and her whole head lathered up. So that showed me that even though a little came out, goes a long way. I also want to give the prices. So the clarifying scalp scrub is $38. The hydrating shampoo is $30, and both of these are 8-ounce size bottles. So next is the hydrating shampoo. Definitely like this. Gave my hair a lot of slip, like I said. Gave the clients that I tried it on their hair a lot of slip as well. The scent is beautiful. I have no complaints, especially following up after this. When you have that squeaky clean feel to your hair, this is the perfect follow-up for it, because it's gonna restore the moisture that was lost when you use this, the clarifier. So again, nothing wrong with getting squeaky clean hair. What matters is the products that you're using after it. Now, do you have to use this after it? In my opinion, you do not. You could skip buying this, have the scalp scrub as your clarifier, especially if you're using styling products that have a lot of waxes and parabens and silicones in them, and then just purchase this. You don't need every single product in the line. So if you have the clarifying shampoo and you don't want to get the hydrating shampoo, you don't have to. You can go straight from the clarifier and use this, and put a plastic cap on and sit under heat for 30 to 45 minutes or 30 minutes to an hour, and it would be just as beneficial, because you're still restoring what it needs. This is just kind of like an added step. Don't see it as necessary, but it is a good product though. And the reconstructing treatment mask, loved it. The slip, out of both of these conditioners, the slip in this one was the best, hands down. And the consistency, I just want to show you, it's really thick, like a super thick, like yogurt. And what I did was I just dipped my fingers in like that and pulled it out, and however much was on there, saturated this client's head, and she had a nice size fro. Saturated it, got it from root to tip. I'm talking about when I put conditioner on people's heads, I'm not just rubbing it on the outside. Like I'm getting in there. I'm gonna get up in there. It's not gonna be a hair that doesn't have this product in there. So when you're doing it yourself at home, you wanna make sure that too. Don't just rub it on the top. Get up in there, so that when you put your plastic cap on and you're sitting under that heat, every single strand is gonna be cared for. Now with the reconstructing treatment, let's say you were to use the scalp scrub and then follow up with the clarifying shampoo. You don't want to necessarily have this. You can have this. So having just this and these two would work. Having just this and these two would work. You don't have to have everything in the line. That's what I want to clarify. But I really did, I love the reconstructing treatment mask. It was extremely emollient. The slip, I detangled the client's hair while they had the treatment mask in, and the glide was just off the chain. I was really, really impressed. So yes, thumbs up for sure. So for all of these four, the clarifying scalp scrub, the hydrating shampoo, the moisturizing deep conditioner, reconstructing treatment, yes. Now I want to move on to their additional treatment, which is the fermented rice and rose protein ritual. It is a 2-step treatment, and it comes with this nice little bottle for you to mix it in. So the first thing you have to do, you fill it 23 ounces of purified water in here. Luckily, my sink is purified off already, so I don't have to use any different type of water, but 23 ounces, then you open the pack, pour it in there, and then you replace this lid, of course. The lid's off when you're adding the ingredients, and then you put this on there. Shake it up, and then you pour it in all over the client's head. It sits for 5 minutes, rinse it out, and then you follow up with the silkening rinse. This is what restores the softness and the moisture back into the hairs. And yes, I liked it. So one thing about when you're using conditioners and you're assessing like the worthiness of them, you have to know what to look for. A good protein conditioner, yeah, the more you use it, the more benefit it's gonna have, and the more improvement you're gonna see aesthetically. But a really good protein treatment, even after the first use, you're going to have more elasticity. So if you wear wash and goes, if you wear twists all the time, and you're starting to, they're losing their bounce, your elasticity is not as tight as what it's supposed to be. Let's say maybe you got a silk press and you notice that you lost some elasticity, and you don't plan on getting the silk press anymore, you just want to try to restore more elasticity, you're going to see a difference in the first try. And on this particular client, I most definitely saw a difference in her elasticity. Using that, it is something that I would recommend for sure. It didn't process as long as the two-step treatment that I'm used to using, so that was kind of a surprise that in 5 minutes it was able to do what it was supposed to do, and I started to see an improvement in the client's texture. So I recommend that. So for the fermented rice and rose protein ritual, you get 4 of these for $52. Okay. The reconstructing treatment is $42 and you get 10 ounces. Little goes a long way in this, but again, if you have a lot of hair, if it's really dense, you're gonna find yourself using a lot of that. And the moisturizing deep conditioner is $38. So the price point on these is hefty, but what is hefty, right? If you got it, you got it. But I will talk about some alternatives to these, so make sure you stay to the end. The next part is their moisturizing sealing lotion. Of everything in the line, I felt like this was kind of like the most useless. And I'm gonna tell you why. The moisturizing sealing lotion, they call this their styler. So when you use these together, it's a styler. The lotion is kind of like a very thick, creamy lotion. You put it in. I would imagine you could do 2-strand twists and things like that, and then you seal it in with the oil. The thing about this is, if you're a hairstylist, and let's say you have a client where, because this is not heavy, it's not heavy, and to make it heavy, you would have to use a lot of it. For this 8-ounce bottle is $38. This 1.7 fluid ounce bottle of oil is $44. So just for these 2 products alone, $44, $38, you're looking at $82 for these 2. $82 just for these 2 things. So I mean, that in itself would be a reason for me not to recommend it. However, did they perform? This did. It's light, it's not heavy. I wouldn't really put this in the styler. To me, this is like a leave-in, help you comb it out type of product. And these perform so well, this would be something that you wouldn't even need. If you learn how to properly detangle your hair, and to where even when you rinse it out, it's not tangling back. And if you want me to do a video where I talk about and show you how to do that, make sure you put that in the comments. But there's certain techniques that you can do to where you can omit this moisturizing sealing lotion, because these perform at a level that's so well with the detangling that it should stay detangled if you're using the right technique. Now, I straight out didn't recommend this in my lock video, and I did the review on my locks. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. This nourishing hair oil has 13 different oils in it. They make it sound really unique for having this African blend. The African blend is moringa, black seed, and boab. And then they have a special oil called sea buckhorn on top of the other 9 oils that they put in there. Now, when you read the ingredients, and this is why I would not recommend it, and I've talked about this, I did a short where I said, y'all keep getting played, because what they'll do is plaster something really big on the front that's healthy or beneficial, but yet when you look at the ingredients, there's really not a whole lot in there. So when I looked at the ingredients on this, the first ingredient, the first oil, is one of the cheapest oils you can get, and it's called sunflower oil. The second ingredient is isopropyl myrcete. The third ingredient is coconut oil. The fourth ingredient is sweet almond oil. And the fifth ingredient is castor. So the top 5 ingredients are the top least expensive oils that you can find on the market. That's what's mostly in here, with a really nice fragrance blend that you're spending $44 on. Did it give the hair shine? It did. Did it make it soft? It did. The price point is not the issue for me. The fact that the top 5 ingredients are cheap oils, unless they start saying where they're getting them from, how they're sustained, and it better be on some farm in Haiti somewhere. And I'm saying, like, for real, this, like, they're growing it, like, because if not, and they're just putting mass-produced stuff in here, like, nah. I mean, I would have to know more about how they're sourcing this. But sunflower oil, again, cheap. Coconut oil, those are not, that's not $44 worthy. The moringa doesn't pop up till 5. The boab doesn't pop up till number 7. And the black seed doesn't pop up till number 9 of 13. So yeah, it has, and it has a bunch of oils in there and whatnot, but I would not recommend that. Now, what I would recommend is carrier oil, and I'm not saying this one. You want to find a really good carrier oil that is preferably first cold pressed, organic, and in a dark bottle. These are things you want to look for, regardless of what the oil is. Some oils don't really require to be in a dark bottle, but most of the thick and viscous ones, like olive oil, avocado oil, castor not necessarily, but avocado and olive oil definitely need to be in dark bottles. You want to make sure that it's non-GMO, so you're using a real product and not something that's made in a lab. This is going to ensure that you get the benefit of the oil. When you're choosing an oil, oils are medicine, and if you want me to tap deeper into carrier oils and essential oils, how to choose them, the best way to mix them, drop it in the comments, the word oil, and I will do a more extensive video on that. Now, I also want to invite you guys to subscribe to my channel, because a video like that would be strictly for subscribers. No one else would have access to it. I'm setting up a subscription. So when it comes to me educating on a deeper level, and there's certain things that you really want me to tap into, then I can do classes for subscribers. You guys would be the only ones who have access to those videos. But moving forward, there's hints of rosemary in some of these products, and hints of peppermint in some of these products, and having essential oils to add to your products can also be a benefit. If you are dealing with like itchy scalp or something like that, and let's say you're using a moisturizing shampoo like this one and it doesn't have any peppermint in there, you can dilute it, see what the dilution ratio would be for a shampoo, put the drops in there, and then now you have something that's going to give you the benefits of peppermint. Same thing with rosemary. Rosemary is good for stimulating blood circulation in the scalp. In order for our follicles to thrive, the blood needs to be circulating. It needs to be moving. This is why scalp massages and things like that, when you're getting your hair shampooed, really getting up in there and massaging is important, because you're waking up dormant hair follicles, or ones that are at risk of being dormant and not thriving. So just want to make sure that if that's something you're dealing with, slow growth and things like that, rosemary. You look up the dilution ratio, and you, for however many ounces of your carrier oil, you're looking to find out how many drops of your essential oil. You want to make sure that they're also in dark bottles, and you want to make sure that they are therapeutic grade. So that would be my replacement for this. This is the only one that I don't recommend. So since I'm not recommending it, I am giving you the alternative that would be great for you. Now, let's say you want to be able to have the benefits of this line, but at a more budget-friendly price. Make sure you check out my next video where I give you the options that would match this exact same product line, salon quality, at a fraction of the price. I also want to add, so when it comes to product ingredients, a lot of people are really big on toxic, non-toxic. I am for sure. And this is not a vegan product. If you're looking for a vegan product, what would be comparable to this would be a line called Pureology. I have used that. I love it. The same things that this does in terms of the level of slip, in terms of the level of strength, in terms of it being lightly scented. It doesn't come in these cement-looking, gorgeous, African-looking art bottles. And that's one of the things I love about this product line, is the packaging. But in terms of how it performs, yeah, Pureology is definitely up there. And their leave-in is not creamy like this. So when it comes to the Pureology, I think it's called 21. It's called 21 something. You guys can look it up and Google it. But it's a really good product. It's really good, and it's light. It's a spray. You don't have to worry about, oh well, if I use this and it's a creamy lotion, but I need to use a different product, and are they gonna blend? It's very light and it's a spray, so that always makes it better. So Pureology is a few dollars cheaper, and when I say a few, I mean just that, maybe 1 or 2, 3 at the most. From the majority of what we talked about in this line, they offer everything that you see in this line, protein from the protein treatment. So again, it's a salon quality brand. So they're all, one thing about a salon quality brand, they're all gonna have the same things. And if you wanna know where to find salon quality brands, I'm gonna talk about that in the next video too, because I don't want this one to be too long. We talked about this, what the benefits are. So I mean, hey, it's up to you. If you think that investing in it is something of value, then go ahead and do it. And like I said, you don't even need the entire line. I bought the whole line, and I explained earlier how you can get around not buying everything and still benefit the individual products. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.